welcome to another episode, guys. I don't
Hi.
remember. I don't remember what episode this is.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. I know we've been out of commission from the podcast world, and we're back. You and I,
Yes.
me and you, right? ¿Qué ha pasado?
A lot. A lot has happened, guys.
Yeah. Where do we start? We start from the beginning, I guess. But well, it all started
At the beginning of the year. No, at the end of the year, right?
at the beginning.
Not the end.
And beginning.
And beginning.
Doesn't matter.
Mhm. It was around December.
Right? Yeah.
Mhm.
If you guys have been following me in the videos, we had a baby. We found out in December, and we gave the surprise to my parents and her parents as well on Christmas.
Christmas.
We didn't announce anything.
No.
We wanted it to be a surprise. I did a montage, kind of like video blog, throughout almost 9 months.
Mhm.
Y we were surprised at the end. Full
Yeah.
surprises this year, I think. We did a baby shower, a revealing party,
Gender. Mhm.
gender reveal, and
Which we postponed it. We were supposed to find out in June.
oh, guys,
But we didn't find out
are
until
we gonna
July.
talk about this though?
I don't know.
It's up
Shall
to
we?
you. I mean, it's part of life. It's part.
It's true.
People might have.
I mean, every pregnancy is different, right? So.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we had an issue. She had an issue. We were gonna do the gender reveal.
You already had it planned out.
We
and
had it planned
everything.
out. Yep, we had it planned out. I think we even sent the invites,
Yeah.
and she happened to get some hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
Hemorrhoids.
I didn't know that you could get them, especially like during pregnancy.
Yeah.
But it's really common. And not only during pregnancy, but anybody can get it.
Yeah, and it was different for us because she has never gotten hemorrhoids.
But I got it though
And
because I got constipated. Constipation.
Constipation, guys. Be drinking
Not
some water, some
drinking, yeah.
H2O, some good ass
Yeah.
H2O. Yes.
I learned my
damn.
lesson. Which I never want to go through it again. Or I don't even like, no se lo deseo a nadie. Like,
You
not
know,
even my
you-
worst
You
enemy.
wouldn't wish
This upon anybody. Not even my worst enemy.
not even your best enemy.
Yeah, like no, it's painful, and that happened around 28 weeks pregnant. So imagine like painful, pregnant, not being able to take antibiotics.
Right?
You
Because you were
know.
pregnant. I
Mhm.
think that's like at the 6th month. It was in June, around June.
I was like around 7 months.
6 months.
Mhm.
So we went through a couple of doctors. We went to the hospital. It was a mess, right? And to the point that she had to get surgery.
Yeah.
And it was kind of scary for her. She was terrified, guys. Terrified.
Oh, yeah, cause like we went to a specialist, and they have like their own clinic outside of the hospital. And they told me like, oh, we're gonna have to, since you're pregnant, we're gonna have to put you under anesthesia, like general anesthesia. So I was like, no, like that, I'm like, you can't, cause I'm pregnant, the baby. And then they're like, well, that's the only way. So then I called my doctor, my OB, and told me not to go back to the ER. Well, we went to the ER first,
Yeah. We went to the ER first.
right?
Yeah, we went to the ER first.
And they told me that they needed to drain it. Like, because they were like some blood clots or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I was bleeding, and that's not normal. So then they told me to go to a specialist. So we did. They told us that I needed to get surgery. And so they were planning out everything because I was going to go in the next day for surgery. But then I called my OV, and he told me, no, go back to the ER and let them know that they can't, that they can't do. He's like, you can't go under while having the baby. He's like, that's bad for the baby. He's like, no. So then we went back. I was at the hospital for like what, 4 days?
4 days. You were in hospital for 4 days.
No eating. I didn't eat anything for 4 days.
No, you ate. No, you had some liquids.
Well, it was liquid, but I mean,
Pero no
like,
era comida. It wasn't food. So.
yeah.
And there was. Thankfully, it was the summer. The kids didn't have school.
Mm-hmm.
It was interesting that this pregnancy, it was totally different from the other three.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, I mean, she went through the surgery. She got it removed. It was painful after.
Before and after.
If somebody would told me, you're gonna see your wife totally different in several years from now, I'm like, no way and how. You don't know somebody until you look at their butt crack. I know this woman inside and out now. Guys, I don't know. I mean, people, once you know your wife is because after a surgery, if you have something dramatic, even for you, right? You go through things, ¿cómo se dice? Rehabilitación? I don't know. Rehabilitation?
Like what? Like rehabilitation?
Yeah. No, ni los dos podemos hablar español. No manches, americanos.
¿De qué? ¿De rehabilitación?
Rehabilitación, yeah. I mean, cada quien, when you're having a surgery, you go through a process, right? And you have
like
to have
the healing part.
The healing part. You go through a healing process, and you have to depend on the other person next to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I seen things that I will never get off my brain anymore. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, as a couple, we're united. Definitely, we're united. I never wished for her to have that again or any pain or anything like that. It's just crazy that she went through this, and then even after the birth, it's just it's crazy.
Still going through it.
Yeah. But anyways, she had the surgery. She did okay. Then we planned the gender reveal again, and we went through it, and we found out we were having a girl.
Yeah, we literally found out a month before.
A month before.
A month before the baby came.
Yep. A month before. It was like July, I want to say July 9th, we had the gender reveal.
Yeah.
No. That was the baby shower.
So we found out 2 months prior.
2 months prior, but it was the gender reveal was in June something. It was mid-June. I can't remember, guys.
It was supposed to be at the beginning.
It was supposed to be in the beginning.
But
we postponed it for 2 weeks, and then we had we had the baby shower on July 9th. Yeah, like 2 weeks after that. And then surprise to thank you for the surprise for this year. I was at work. I work at a dealership now, and she calls me like, "Hey, I think I'm bleeding." I was like, "Okay."
Not bleeding.
Yeah, not bleeding. You were
I was leaking.
leaking, like discharging some water or something, some liquid.
Mm-hmm.
And I was okay. Well, I don't know if you want to go to the hospital. But if you do, let me know what happens. So thankfully you did. You went.
Yeah.
And I get another call 2 hours later. She's like, "Hey, you better get out of work and come by because we're having a baby today."
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know, we were supposed to have the baby on August 14th. And we
had nothing prepared. Like
nothing, guys. We always like to have prepared like the bassinet, the diaper bag, our bags,
Yeah, because I was 37 weeks. So I was like, I was gonna, that same week, I was like, and I was thinking a couple days before, I was like, I should make the bag, the hospital bag. But I was like, no, I'll just do it,
Yeah, unos 3 días antes o algo así.
Another day. I don't know. And then I was like, okay. I'm like, whatever. So then, yeah, we went to the store. Well, we were with the kids in the morning. And then I felt like something. I thought I had peed myself. So I was like, but it was just like a tiny bit. So I didn't even pay any attention or anything. I was like, whatever, it's fine. So then I told my mom, I have to go to let's go to the store to get some stuff. So I needed to go get some bottles for the baby because we didn't have no bottles. So then,
I remember that.
Yeah, so it was like around 4 when we went to Target. And we were walking, we paid and everything. As soon as we were walking, as soon as we were done paying, I felt like more, like if I had peed, like, you know, but it was like it actually went through my pants. So I was like,
Right.
oh my God.
Yeah.
So then I told my mom, and she's like, I don't know. She's like, well, we have to go to the hospital. I'm like, no, I'm like, I don't think it's that. Because keep in mind, I have never experienced my water break with the other 3 kids.
Right.
I
Yeah.
didn't even know what
With
it
the other
looked
two,
like
it
or
was so
anything.
scheduled, and we.
Well, not even with Derek. Even with Derek, like
Well, but with
they
Derek, yeah,
broke
it was
my
still,
water at
that
the
was the first
hospital.
one. Yeah, exactly. But you were at the hospital already.
Yeah.
But with the
So
other two, if I remember, it was like they were
well, yeah,
scheduled.
because they were scheduled, and I
and
actually
we were prepared, and we got to the hospital, and
Yeah.
then they did the whole thing. And this time, it wasn't like that.
well, no. And then I'm like, no, I'm like, I should be fine. So then I get to the hospital, and they did like a test, you know, to see if it was the what is it, the el líquido amniótico, the amniotic
Ionic liquid? I don't know.
something like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then so then they did like a strip test or whatever, and then the one of the nurses like, oh, he's like, I need you to cough. So I was like, okay. I'm like, well, if it's pee or whatever, like, I'm not gonna, you know, nothing's gonna come out.
Right.
Because, you know, he's like, I need you to cough. So I did. And yeah, as soon as I coughed, like, I felt
Like a
it.
discharge?
I felt like water, like, again.
Oh.
So I was like, oh my, and I was thinking in my head, I was like, no, yeah,
No,
I think
yeah.
this is it.
And when she called me, she told me, like, hey, you better hurry.
I got there like around what, 6?
I literally thought when she called, she's like, oh, yeah, I'm in the hospital. They told me this, and that, right? We're all good. No. I didn't hear the, haha, I was just kidding, joking. You
No,
know,
yeah, because
like,
the
come to
lady came and
hospital.
she's like, oh, come back. He's like, I'm gonna go test it out, you know,
Right.
whatever. So then she comes back, like, she didn't even take that long. Like, it was probably like a minute. And she's like, yep, we're having a baby.
Damn.
I'm like, wait, I'm like, today. He's like, in a couple hours.
It's like, no, wait.
I'm like, wait, hold
and
on.
our doctor,
Oh,
went,
wasn't here.
he wasn't here. He went
on
on
vacation.
vacation to his own country.
And he told me before he left, because
Yeah.
I saw him a day before he left. He's like, don't have the baby.
No, I think you saw the doctor the same day.
Oh, no, he wasn't there anymore.
Oh, he wasn't there.
No,
But it
I
was
saw
the
a
same day,
different.
though.
It was the same day I had went to my checkup, and I
Yeah.
saw another doctor. And she told me, she's like, oh, do you feel anything, any discharge or anything? I'm like, no, I'm fine. She's like, okay.
I feel like that doctor did something. She wanted to get paid. I'm just saying.
And then, yeah. But like I noticed the day before, I went to get my hair done.
Yeah.
I was probably having contractions.
Yeah. Not even that. We had a garage sale. We had a garage sale that weekend.
I was probably all of that.
That weekend,
too.
it was hot. It was just she was walking a lot more than usual, and I think she was stressed. The kids, oh, guys, that's another topic that we'll talk about later. But the kids are crazy. But it's just it was a lot that weekend, and then out of nowhere, boom, right, baby, on a Tuesday.
I know when
Crazy.
they told me that, he's like, yeah, you're having a baby today. I'm like, today? I'm like, no, but I'm not due until
Till the
the
14th.
14th. He's like, nope. He's like, you're ready.
Yeah. So I was driving, and even when I was driving, I was thinking, I was like, she better not pull the haha, I was joking when I get to the hospital. And it wasn't like that because your parents were there.
Yeah.
I took
Go check out
Eric.
the video, guys.
Yeah.
His
actually,
reaction is right there. Like,
my reaction, it's almost at the end because, like I said, I made a whole blog of it from like December till when I was, the baby was out.
but yeah, you look like,
It was my real
You
reaction.
were
I'm not.
surprised.
I mean, everything that I put out there is real, right?
no,
But
yeah,
I'm
but I'm
saying,
saying
like,
like
that
you were like,
moment, I was like-
your face.
It was like a capture of like, this
Holy
is real.
crap.
Like I'm not, and I was also like, is she really serious or not? But I was like, no, she wouldn't go to the hospital like that.
Yeah, and they were like getting me prepped with everything with like the IV and everything, and he was like nowhere to be found. So
I
they
was
like
there. I
nurses.
got there.
I know, but the nurses, they were like, "Oh, how long?
Pues
Until your
pues.
husband,
But I was at work, and I didn't want to be stinky.
And you
If
were there for like
if we
1
were gonna
hour
have a
only.
baby, I was gonna spend the night. I was not gonna not shower and just go over there. I'm sorry. I want presentable. I wanted to be presentable for my baby girl. I came pretty quick. It was quick. I showered.
Well, for me,
I showered, guys. I showered within 2 minutes.
It seemed forever.
Okay, 2 minutes. Well, I needed to get your clothes. There was no backpack.
Everything
Guys,
that I had planned,
there
guys.
was no backpack for her. Because I
Everything-
knew what you were going to take some baby clothes.
I
And
know,
for your
but
clothes, some chancla, something.
I know, like I bought so many outfits for her,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna, take those, because they take pictures at the hospital. And I'm like, nope, nothing came out how I wanted it.
No. No.
And the baby clothes that I used to see really small, they were so big right next to the baby, cause she was tiny.
Yeah, she was tiny. So small. 5 pounds, 10 ounces.
10 ounces.
I remember.
She's like the littlest baby that
Yeah.
we had.
Smallest one. They
Mhm.
had
But
at the hospital.
that we have. But
Oh.
she's a really strong one though.
Yeah, she's strong. So she came out that day, August 1st,
Mhm.
around 8:43. I remember the time. 8:43, 5 pounds, 10 ounces. Height.
fast.
The height was, I think it was like
19
19 inches.
Yeah.
And it was magical, right?
She's perfect.
She's perfect, yeah. The only thing that I have a complaint, if I can complain to somebody, is the crying.
Oh
She
she cries.
like no other.
Something that the other three
The other
never
three
did.
will be calm as hell. Like you feed them, you change them, and órale puedes a dormir o jugar poquito y ya. Pero
Yeah.
esta, either come, chilla, diaper, come, chilla y a dormir. I'm just saying something like that all the time.
Yeah,
I
you
feel
can't keep her happy with anything.
Can't.
When she's hungry,
No,
she's
not even
hungry.
the pacifier is working.
No, she doesn't.
But all babies are different. All pregnancies are different. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's a story that we wanted to tell everybody because I've been wanting to do the podcast for some time about this. Like this, literally our reaction to the baby shower, the gender reveal. I wanted to do a podcast. It's just we've been kind of busy with life or kids, working, planning things out. We had a garage sale, so we had like a huge mess over here. I don't know. And it was about time. I'm releasing this this month and in September. Hopefully it's not too late. Hopefully you guys are still watching and hopefully you guys are still following me. We moved from La Conversaycion Podcast to Jesse World. So you guys will be listening to podcasts on Wednesdays at 9 a.m. I'm going to do my very best to put an episode every week, okay? If it's going to be myself, I'll react to something. I'll have some guests. My wife will be the co-star here most of the time because we have the same schedule.
Yeah.
I'm going to do my best, guys. And thanks for following us on our journey here in Jesse World. We've been probably 9 years. You guys seen all my kids grow up. Now you're gonna see May. Her name is May, by the way. I don't know if you guys know May Lynn. And it's gonna be an amazing family. Talking about family.
Can't believe we're 6.
We're 6.
A family of 6.
Family of 6.
Did you thought you were gonna have 4 kids?
You know what? I'll answer that in a second. We're gonna go on a commercial break. I'll be back. Okay, we are back again. Yay. Okay, so you were asking me if...
Did you ever picture yourself like...
I always wanted a big
having
family. I like a big family.
4
My,
kids?
you know, my family is big. I think your family is big too, you know. Like extended family. Me, my parents, my
There's
brother,
only
and just
two.
myself.
Yeah.
Fine, it's a small family. But I'm
Same.
saying like extended family,
You have a
somos un
lot.
chingo, ¿verdad?
Mhm.
And that's what I always like to see, like, you know, the house full of family and members and coming in, and you know, everybody's doing their own lives, pero it's a united family. I don't know, como Latinos, como que somos muy family orientated. I don't know,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And you guys are the same too. So I always picture myself with a big family, but I was thinking when we had Eric and then Fabian, I was like, cuatro está bien, pues ya, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know, since I saw your family and my family is cuatro,
Yeah.
4 is okay. I don't know where Adeline came by.
A ver.
Y de pilón me, you know.
Yeah.
So now our family is 6.
Did you think that we were gonna have a girl? I thought we were gonna have a boy.
I really thought we were gonna have another boy, to be
Me
honest with
too.
you. And this little girl looks a lot like Fabian.
Yeah, it's
A
like
lot.
Fabian's little mini
Mini me, yeah.
twin.
Even both of them are like kind of hanging out and they see each other and they're like, they connect, you know. But yeah, I really thought it was gonna be a boy, pero nos salió sorpresa que era una girl. Even we were hearing here and there with the doctors what they were saying.
Mhm.
I think they would give us hints of like if it was gonna be a girl.
Yeah.
And but
I don't know, but for me at that, I was like, no, I think it is gonna be a girl, cause he was like the same as Adeline. Like I had no cravings.
Yeah, no, it was different.
And with the boys, I think I did have a lot of cravings.
Yeah, I remember with Fabian you had a lot of cravings, and
Yeah.
Adeline you didn't. And
No,
this one
and
tampoco.
this one tampoco.
Tampoco.
Mhm.
No, how about you? Family of 6. What do you think?
It's crazy. I still can't believe it.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Before, before I used to think of the acronym of each of my kids' letters. Right? We had some of them.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
Le puse la fea porque fea, Fabian, Adeline, Eric,
Eric.
right? Fea. And I was like, man, I wish I had like, you know, something like an M, so it would be fame, you know. And somehow I manifested. I'm not sure. Manifest your dreams, I guess.
Mhm.
And I told her the name Melanie, right?
No,
And
I came up with it.
Well, I wanted an M.
Oh yeah, we were looking for.
We were looking for
yeah.
a name for an M. Not just because.
Kind of worked out though, because you wanted to include like your grandpa's.
Right. That's why I wanted to
Yeah.
include the M, because of my grandpa Mayolo. He was an amazing person, and I wish I could see him one more time before he passed. And I don't know, just to honor him, I wanted to do something for him. So I told her the idea, and she was like, okay, let's try to find a name with an M. And she was giving me ideas, and I was like, well, I want to include like his name, you know, like May, like Mayolo. And she was giving me names and everything like that, and ideas and lettering and everything like that. So we came out with
Maylin.
Maylin. It sounds like Mayolo. And I was like, I love it. I love it. So now the acronym is FAME, the FAME family.
The Fame family.
So
I love it.
yeah, I love everything about our family, and you're gonna see more blogging about the FAME family, guys. I'm thinking of creating a kids channel now. I think they're a little older now. I didn't want to do it when they were babies, you know.
Yeah. And I feel like Addie, she's getting the hang of like.
Guys, she's a little blogger.
Mm-hmm.
We saw her last time, and she had like her tablet, and she was doing the same thing. Hi guys, today we're gonna go see my baby sister, and we're gonna come over here. And she was showing the house. She was showing them. I don't know where she was breastfeeding.
I know, I'm like breastfeeding over here, and she's like, "Here's my sister," and I'm like, I can see myself.
The titties out and everything.
I was like, oh my god! I'm like, you better not show this to anybody.
So it was.
I have to
funny.
go through her tablet, cause.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But she's a mini me, basically.
Yeah, she has your attitude,
Attitude.
your temper.
Temper. I think that's it. It's a short video, short 30 minutes, I believe.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys are still here with us. If you guys are new, please follow. Please subscribe down below, like, share, and give us some topics. If you guys also want to be in the podcast, I'll go to you if you want. If you're not, maybe you guys can come by the house, check out the new remodeling here,
the
new setup.
Mm-hmm.
And muy pronto va a estar un poquito frío, so we might talk to some Maris to see if they can lend us their place, and we can hang out in there for a little bit. But yeah, guys, that's technically it.
Good, because May's calling me.
How do you know?
My boobies.
Your booby call?
My boobies.
All right, guys. Well, we gotta go. May is calling. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
We will see you guys here on Wednesdays. Take it easy. Bye.
Bye.